the good, the bad, and the ugly of New Brunswick's property tax fight. Attention New Brunswick homeowners. If you are tired of opening your mailbox only to find property tax assessments that look like phone numbers, you need to know about what's happening right now on the floor of the Legislative Assembly. Tucked away on page 4 of the official order and notice paper is Motion 12, a proposal aiming to fundamentally cap how you are taxed on your home. But while politicians are spinning this as a total win, a provincial document titled, What We Heard NB Property Tax Overhaul, reveals that the system is at a complete breaking point. Let's break down the unvarnished truth by the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good. First, the good. Motion 12 is a direct attempt to give your household budget a permanent shield. Right now, provincial tenants benefit from a strict 3% cap on annual rent increases, but homeowners are left exposed. This motion demands that the province slash the annual property assessment spike protection limit from 10% down to a hard 3% per year. If this passes, even if your neighborhood suddenly becomes a hot market, the province cannot legally hike your taxed property value by more than 3% in a single year. It is an essential insurance policy for predictable living costs. The bad. But now, let's look at the bad. And the government's own data here is absolutely devastating. In the official What We Heard report, the province's own survey reveals that a staggering 85% of New Brunswickers say the assessment system is completely unfair, and 60% have been forced to cut back on basic family spending just to pay their tax bills. Worse yet, the legislative record reveals that the current 10% protection limit completely failed to protect 37% of New Brunswick properties from massive assessment hikes in 2025. Over a third of property owners fell right through the cracks. It proves that the government's current safety nets are broken, and their temporary assessment freeze is nothing but a political band-aid that will cause a massive combined spike the second it lifts. The ugly. Finally, let's talk about the ugly. This is the hidden trap that actively punishes new buyers, young families, and anyone trying to build or renovate a home. In the What We Heard report, stakeholders explicitly warn the government that the current spike protection mechanism creates a toxic double standard. Because the cap resets or behaves differently when a home is sold or improved, the report openly states that the system, quote, penalizes new property owners and forces new owners to end up subsidizing existing ones while paying for the exact same public services. The document literally calls it the height of unfairness. On top of that, if a 3% cap stops a city from collecting higher taxes from wealthy, booming real estate zones, local governments often respond by raising the overall tax rate for the entire municipality to balance their budgets. This means people living in stable, modest, or rural homes who aren't even seeing their property values go up could see their tax bills rise anyway. It accidentally shifts the tax burden off of wealthy, fast-appreciating properties and drops it squarely onto fixed-income families and seniors, nearly 8% of whom are already spending over 30% of their total income just to keep a roof over their heads. The fight for a permanent 3% cap is absolutely necessary to fix a broken system, but citizens have to watch the execution like a hawk. We cannot allow a fix for the housing crisis to become a hidden tax penalty for new buyers and working-class neighborhoods. Stay informed, look past the political headlines, and keep a close eye on Fredericton. This is the Canadian Citizens Journal.